So hey guys, and welcome back to Kelly TV. So I gotta admit, I was probably a little extra excited about this week's episode because, come on guys, we had to find out if that Reddit person who was posting all those supposed spoilers was telling the truth or not. And like I said in my last video, this episode was gonna tell us if this person was a fake or not. So I will get to that in just a little bit. So this episode starts out with the girls thinking that Leslie is A, and I'm screaming as I'm watching this because I'm like, hello, I'm so sick of all these crazy people being A, or the show making us think these people are A, and I'm just like so beyond over it because we all know that Leslie is not A, and like, can these girls be smarter? I mean, I feel like it's bad for women because they're making these girls look so freaking stupid. I mean, do you feel me? If you feel me, hit that thumbs up, okay? So I am, you know, like, you know what drives me crazy is that I feel like they're going to make other characters appear shady and appear to be A, but I'm rambling, so we'll just move on. So Mr. D gets this birthday card, which we don't know what's in it, but it's on like the hood of his car, and he like freaks out and he's like asking Emily, did you leave this here? Did you see who left this here? So we know it's pretty serious and it's probably pretty crazy whatever's written on the inside, and we do find that out a little bit later. So they're continuing with these new characters and they're still doing the Clark Arya storyline and whatevs. And then I'm already totally sick of this new girl, Sarah, and one of you tweeted me like, it was so funny. She was like, do you think that, she's like, I'm not sure if I dislike Sarah, the character, or if I dislike the actress playing Sarah, and I think I dislike both of them. I'm so sorry to the actress playing Sarah because you're probably really nice, but the character Sarah, I cannot deal with you. And you know that Emily and Sarah are just gonna hook up. Like, you can totally feel it coming, and we didn't need someone from Reddit to tell us that. So Hannah steals Leslie's SUV from the valet, which was actually a pretty funny scene. And Spencer and her kind of go through all of it. They find a key to like her workplace, so they're going to go investigate that a little bit later. I feel like Clark is being weird in this episode again, and I just don't care because I know that this is another red herring. And I feel like, this is what I was talking about earlier, I feel like they want us to think, wow, is this guy A? Is he on the A team? Come on, guys, I don't believe that. So Hannah and Spencer do figure out while they're, you know, rummaging through her SUV that all those glasses that Leslie wears are totally fake and just for looks, and she doesn't need glasses. So she's lying about that. But then they find a bunch of animal cages, and there's enough for like every girl, so they think those are totally meant for them. But honestly, who knows at this point? And we meet another new character, Nicole, who is Emily's friend from way back, and I'm sitting here like, why? Like, why? Okay. And then Dean is back in this episode, and I'm just like, can she not be with Toby? Because Dean obviously has a thing for Spencer, and he confesses it to her and tells her he wants to kiss her, and I'm over here like, I don't care. Do you care? I mean, I know I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm being a little bit harsh about this episode, but I was just like, come on. I feel like nothing happened. I was really disappointed, and I'm just going to keep going that way. And if you disagree with me, that is totally cool. Post down below why you like this episode or love this episode. It will not hurt my feelings. I promise. So Caleb and Hannah reunited, and that made me feel really good because I love them together, Caleb, and I feel like they just belong together forever. And I'm hoping that they're going to get engaged because there's some spoilers out there that might happen. So that's what I hope for. So someone supposedly ran over Sarah while she was riding her bike, but I don't believe a word that this girl's saying, so, you know, she might have just hurt herself. The girls do go to Leslie's workplace, which is like a lab, and they find like all these animals, and they decide to let them out, but then the animals scare them. But the best thing they find out, and probably one of the biggest things that happens in this very boring episode, is that Hannah sets off a metal detector. They all realize that they've been chipped, or the bitch chipped them all, which was, yes, completely freaky, but it's probably a dude who did it and not a bitch anyway, so there's that. So the girls do, like I said, set all the animals free, but that really wasn't the biggest part of that, well, besides the metal detector and the chipping thing. Surprise, surprise, Mona shows up, and she has followed them yet again, and she's pretty much saying what all of us know here, that Leslie is not A. It's just, you know, another distraction. So thank you, Mona. I think Mona's like the smartest person on this show, which is kind of sad. And she also lets us all know what we already knew, that those papers about Charles being dead and donating his organs were totally fake because he was on a lot of medication. And I think Daedry one of my followers, Daydream, pointed that out. Like, nobody wants someone's disgusting organs because you've been on drugs forever. So thank you, Mona, for that. So Leslie and Emily finally kiss. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, you know what? That person on Reddit totally predicted that. No. Like, I think we all knew that that was going to happen. So, no, Reddit person. I don't believe you at all. So the episode ends with Mr. D digging up that Charles grave, and I'm sure he's going to find a whole bunch of nothing. But we finally see what that birthday card said. And guess what, guys? It ends up that it was from Charles, and it kind of sounds like Charles might kill Mr. D or have him killed. So, yeah, that was like one of two big things that happened in this episode, the other being that they found out they were chipped, but they let us know that in the preview for this week's episode, so come on. You know, this far into this show, and by this far, I mean, you know, it's going to be over pretty soon, sadly. I just feel like these throwaway episodes, which just felt like one to me, are just like really insulting to the fans. And I probably never made a video about an episode where I'm this critical, but come on, I was just so let down. I feel like nothing happened, and I feel like they were almost saying, you guys are so stupid, honestly. I feel like they were telling the fans that we are stupid. And like I said, if you disagree with me, that is totally fine, but you know, I was hoping for so much more. But I totally do not think that the Reddit person was telling the truth, which kind of makes me happy because there's still hope out there for a much better ending. Even though that person's ending wasn't awful, I still have hope that my fave, Ezra, is going to be involved in this whole mess at the end, and that makes me really happy. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being patient. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that we didn't have a live show this week, which pretty much rarely, you know, I never miss a live show, but I was actually filming a TV show for the Investigation Discovery channel, which I'm so excited about. They will not let me give a lot of details at the moment, but it will be airing in October, as far as I know, but I can keep you guys updated here and on Twitter. And if I end up doing more of this, which I hope I do, hopefully I can do some vlogging about it. Even though I can't show like the actual set, I could kind of work around that. If you're interested, if you are, hit the thumbs up button. I will be back next week for sure with another live show, 6 p.m. On Wednesday Eastern time. I would love to see all of you guys there. I miss you because it's been like, it'll be like 3 weeks when we finally get to do this that we haven't talked, and like there's so much to talk about, and I totally do not feel the same without talking to you guys. So if you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Like, totally love you guys. You guys are awesome. You're my family. So I guess that's all for this recap. Don't hate me for hating it. Well, you can't hate me for hating it, and like that's on you. But you know, if you feel the same way, thumbs up. If you don't, tell me why. But I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Where are you now that I need you?